good morning, Daddy Chris here. We are a day away from entering the Ember month. Now you're gonna have September, October, November, December. That's the last 4 months of the year. So meaning we have spent 3 parts of the year. 4. It's 4 times 4 will be 16. No, will be 4 times 3. So we'll spend the first 4 months. And the first 4 months we will say is the January till April. That is when you guys know. We just recover. We say we are entering a new year. We say Happy New Year. And then we enter from this. At the point in time, we start realize, oh, we're in the new year already. And now we're at the ending of the year. In any time, it's very important that the only thing God takes from us is time. I preach the gospel of time again and again. And if you understand what time means, you don't have time to quarrel with anybody. You have time to be angry. Because you need to be conscious. If you can be conscious of time, your life will always be better. Because you know this time will never come again. You know, when we were teaching us photography, they said if you take a picture, that picture is a moment in history captured. That moment can never be repeated. You can't get back that moment because it is in a particular second, in a particular minute, in a particular time, in a particular space. You can't repeat it. You can go back and take the same picture again. It may look alike, but it's not the same picture, but it's not the same date or the same hour. It might be the same date, but not the same hour, not the same minute, not the same second. So that is why we say be conscious of your time. What do you do with your time? How well are you using your time? So that is something I always say. Today, you just remember, oh, what have I done for this most part of the year? Have I tried to be useful to myself? And actually, you can choose to be useful to yourself today. By saying, no, I'm going to put down all my negativities and I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to think about what's going to make my life better. Whatever that person is saying doesn't matter. It's about me. Let me think of what I'll do to make my life better and impact the society where I live. I use the word impact the society where I live because today's topic is on a very, very sensitive topic. I know when I bring it up, many people think I want to fight, but I didn't want to fight. I want to talk about something very, very simple, something very, very basic. As you all know, my name is Daddy Chris, and many people don't like me because I know why they don't like me. I don't think I'm actually here to make friends. I come here to say what God's asked me to say. Today, I'm going to look at two very difficult topics, tax and tithe. So as we look at the papers, as we do all these things, I'll be relating to this very two important issue. And one is biblical, and I think both are biblical. And why I love this, in my search, I was trying to look at the definition for tithe, you know, and what really interests me was this is how a tithe is a tax. That is what I want you to do. It's a tax or voluntary contribution. It's not voluntary. It's a tax because it is the commandment of God that you should do that. To pay 1/10 of something, usually to support religious organization of the government. Actually, in today's society in Nigeria, it's to support religious organization. Government do not ask you for tithe. Government will call it a tax. So I would define, I don't know about you guys, so I want us to find what the similarities and the difference between these two words. Let me go back to them. What are the similarities and the differences? But why a tithe is a tax according to the commandment of God, a tax, let me just put it this way, a tax is said to be an amount of money that the government requires people to pay according to their income, the value of their properties, etc. And that is used to pay for things done by the government. The tax is very important. Now, the tithe It's something we pay to religious organization for things done by the religious organization for us. You go to church. I said I won't pay tithe because of the way they abuse things in Nigeria, but I do agree with the principle of tithes that there's need. The church is open every Sunday. They need to be maintained. They need to get it running. But that you guys solely now decide. I don't want to go. I don't want to talk about that today. Let's leave that one. I just want to analyze what tithe means. Tithe is that money God expects you to pay. And just like everything of God, it's still a voluntary. That's why I say, though this definition of tithe said it's a task of voluntary contribution, I would say a tithe is a voluntary task. I don't know whether it works. It's nothing like voluntary in the word task. So, we don't know. So, it's a voluntary contribution. If it's a voluntary contribution, is this still a tithe? No. A tithe in real word is a task you pay to God. Why a task is a task you pay to the government. It's the amount of money God said you should pay to him, it's a tithe. The amount of money the government said you should pay to them is a task. So one is for God, the other one is for government. All of them boils down to one thing. It's for our own good, because what they say here is that will be used by the government for the people. That's why we said, who are the government? Yesterday, don't forget, we were talking, what is democracy? The government is only meaningful when it is for the people. No matter what arms, whether it is even military, civilian, or the government should be for the people. And that is a true test of any government. So what we'll be looking at today is, I know when Mary will join the show and she will say, because I didn't prepare her, when she see me talking about tithes and tithes, she's going to think, oh, this man has started. He's going to talk about the religious guys. I'm not interested in you guys tonight. So you guys relax. I want people to understand that God did say that we should pay tithe. I think there's a portion of the Bible where I actually bring down one, which I said that yes, this is how. This is in Leviticus, have we? Yeah. So a tenth of the produce of the land, whether grain or fruit, is the Lord. It belongs to God. 1/10. In those days, these are farm produce. Listen, a farm with a farm in those days. This time when I say you should, when you want to reap your heavens, you calculate 1/10, go carry go church. And don't forget that time, they were Levites, people working solely for God. I don't know whether you guys are working solely. Anyway, pastor is working solely for God. I'm not here to judge you guys today. But they say, other than waiting them that talk to God, not the judges. If not, God lied, they see many of us. All the atrocities we they commit. But God not there to actually. So we can challenge God. We can say anything. God, God will be laughing. Because perhaps this your sin is nothing before God. God knows you are a trash. It's looked down on you all with a lot of forgiveness because you are little, you are ignorant. That's why I use the word time today. God knows that we're a very ignorant being, very stupid being, that we think we are smart. We try to gather everything, but at the end of the day, the time we have is so short. And we are trying to acquire a lot. And it's laughing because if you're to me, and you see a mosquito that's going to die tomorrow, that we're human beings. Mosquitoes live for only 24 hours. The mosquito that will die tomorrow is trying to gather all the food in the world. How do you see that mosquito? You think you see the mosquito as stupid, right? Because it's going to die the next day. So for you, it's rubbish for a mosquito to be struggling. You just eat what it can and go. Exactly, that's how God sees us. God has so much time. And we're going to live maybe for 1,800 years. And we think we have a lot of time and we misbehave for this short time. God is just laughing at us. Time. So God said we should give 1/10 of what we earn to him. And the government is saying that if you are earning a lot of money, pay some to us. And that's going to be the basis of our discussion today. Now, in modern civilization, some society, of course, that's why we say our political parties don't have ideology. If not today, we should be knowing whether APC stand for progressive, whether they are the one that is progressive that say, if you come under my government, you pay less tax. I don't know whether Tinubu understand that. Or these big boys, they do. Or maybe when you join PDP, share the money, they are the people that say, you're going to pay more tax. But they all have advantages. The one that say pay more tax, we give more services, and they provide a lot of jobs, right, to government. The one that say pay less tax, they believe that if the money is in the hands of the individual, they will employ more people. And so the individuals have all the control. Why? We call them that is different between capitalism and socialism. I don't think we have more time to go into that. But what is really important today in Nigeria is what can tax do for us? That's why I brought this topic. When we understand God part of it, what is the importance of taxation? What I have read here, which is quite interesting, is that without tax, this is very important. Very certain valuable things like our healthcare, education, and all that, it will be difficult for the government to fund it. So is the government using tax for that? We need to understand, because it's very difficult. Let me bring it. He said without tax, it will be impossible to pay for the country's defense, its health, welfare, and social services. Sometimes the school and universities. Who pays for them? These days, the government don't pay for universities anymore. Not in the UK that I know. Let me bring Mary, because Mary will going to educate us today, because she's of the younger generation. Most of the things I talk about, when I go back to history, Mary, they never born Mary that time. So, hello, Mary.
Good morning, Daddy Chris.
Morning, man. You went there born yesterday. You don't become man now. My wow. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. How are you?
All right. It's like your sound is a little bit of echo. I don't know why.
Yeah, they are doing some works outside. I think just cutting the grass. I know the noise will definitely disturb.
Okay. And apparently there have been rain and rain and rain in Abuja. What's going on? You guys ask God to send down the rain. You need food. God is sending down rain to water the
But it's
grass.
too much. Like, even this morning, it's still raining. Like, I don't know.
Wow.
Midnight, the same thing. I don't know when it's going to stop, but it looks like it's almost every day.
Yeah, but Mali said we're going to Kenya when the rain is falling. Maybe it's not a bad thing. People love rain, eh? It's good for cuddle, for all kind of things. That people get a lot of babies sometimes anyway. So Mary, where are we in Nigeria today? What's happening in that beautiful city? You guys are in the capital city. You are in Abuja. Abuja, babes. What is going on today? How you people got? I mean, are you people damaging or helping us? That's what you guys do best. Eh? Either you feed us well or you beat us. What should we expect today? Beating or food?
Okay, one of the news in Abuja, there's a village in Airport Road. It's only their baggy name. I think it's Muleje, something like that. It's a village in Airport Road. So more than 200 houses were demolished. I don't know if you can hear me that it is, but the noise there is much. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, so more than 200 houses were demolished. It's in Airport Road area in Abuja. And the owners of this house, they have been calling on the government to compensate them. You understand? Because now they're actually just trying to get shelter in nearby communities so they can stay for the meantime. And the reason for this demolition is because they wanted a space, according to what the Punch carried. And the demolition was carried out by the Federal Capital Development Authority at the request of the Nigerian Air Force. And the reason is because of the presidential airfields. And now they demolished all their houses and now they're asking for compensation. I don't know how they will go about it.
Well, let me understand, Mary. They demolishing people's houses in Abuja.
Yes. The village is in Airport Road area in Abuja. Okay. Okay. Is like this kind of village name now. Nuwaleje is the name, right? In Abuja
Okay.
here. That is the name of the village. Nuwaleje is the name of the village. So now is a rural community along the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport Road in Abuja. Following the demolition of their homes, right? They rendered these people homeless. And the reason is to accommodate an extension of presidential air fleet.
To accommodate an extension of residential
Of the presidential air fleet. Presidential.
airfield.
Air fleet. FLEET. Presidential air fleet.
Oh, wow. And yesterday, 2 days ago, I was asking what happened to the original people that owns Abuja. How do we even care about them? Do they exist in the Nigerian book? That's one thing I'm very interested in these people. I want to hear their own side of the story.
This
Are they
FCDA,
part of the Nigerian state?
I know that FCDA, Federal Development Authority, but the way they demolish people house is too much. If they don't demolish markets, they'll go to people house. Even though I know it's for maybe because of the presidential air fleet, right? It's always about them. You can't demolish up to 200 houses and render these people homeless. You don't even care about where they will stay. If they have compensated them, they will not be crying out, asking for compensation. I think before you demolish people house, you already have a plan for them, right?
Yeah.
Houses. You can't just these people, they are the owners of Abuja for crying out loud. I don't know why they are still suffering in their own home. This is something that
Maybe it's good that you mentioned this, that we oppress. You just, Babangida just one day said, okay, you know what, I'm bringing development back to my village because Babangida is from Niger State. So he cannot say, let's take the capital to my state. So he put it to a very nearby place because they cut some part of Niger to be part of this Abuja now. That's why they claim all the area there and say, okay, let's form a federal capital territory. Babangida, you go pay one day. Thank God say you never die. All the atrocities when we commit, it will come back to hurt us or pay us. Maybe you did us well. I'm a big fan of Abuja. So I believe the federal capital territory being in Abuja is actually more reasonable because it gives more access to the people in the north, far north, to be able to get to the capital. But that being said, were those your intention or were you just trying to bring it near your house? That's another thing. Maybe you might be a beneficiary of an incredible coincidence. But nothing happened. The question is, these people you took the land from, what was your plan for them?
that is it.
It's one thing to, like I said, the highest thing you can take from a man. In Africa, we bury people at home. So 90% of these villages do not even have a burial ground. Like you come to my village, I was actually trying to propose that thing. How can we be burying people in the homes? You understand? Maybe we should have a burial ground where we bury the dead. But maybe that being said, a place where our parents are buried, is it a place where government will actually come and claim and say it doesn't belong to you, it belongs to the government? That's what we call ancestral home.
That's true.
You're taking it from them as if that is not enough. You don't even compensate them because you are authority.
Because the Punch is saying that subsequently, displaced residents were forced to seek shelter in nearby communities, including Zamani, Sauka, Giri, Ido, Wabalada, and others. But this is not the right thing.
I don't hear the word Gwagwalada many times. So where is Gwagwalada? It's kind of very good sweet name. These Abuja people get better language. Gwagwalada.
But you can't force them to get shelter in these places where they know they have their own homes, and you people come and demolish it. Why? To accommodate the presidential air fleet. Why? Why do they do things like that? It's wrong.
Some of these people, they're completely out of order. We know that. All right. So, we hope that the government will listen to the cry of these people, and I hope that is all reflected in the papers as we take a look at them today. So, but maybe another thing I do want to say is, let me just ask you one thing I say, because I know you're young, but can you see the difference between the poor and the rich man in Nigeria?
That is one thing that is too obvious. Too obvious.
You see? And so I don't know what the government is trying to achieve by keeping us, I don't understand really the sense in government not trying to help us to bridge this gap. Of course, the government are always the rich boys, so they wouldn't mind. But the mistake they make, I think, is they're not. That's why the problem is what we're saying. You see, some people have a lot, eh, and some have nothing, Mary. Now, nobody. It's not the fault to have a lot because it's not your fault that you have a lot, but it's your fault if you fail to give 1/10 of it to God. This is not me talking. You see what I'm trying to say, Mary? If the Bible will tell you, you give 1/10 of your earning to as tithe to God. Is it not? That's biblical. Meaning, whether you earn something or not, God owns this world. He owns you. So you need to pay 1/10 to God. The same thing is applicable to the government. The government owns the land. The government is me and you. Me, I owe you, you own me. We owe each other a duty of care, a simple sense of neighborhood that because we occupy the same space. It's like a husband and a wife. You come in now, you are in the cage. You don't have a choice. You have to eat together, sleep together, make babies together. You understand? So you come into a bond. That's what it is. When you belong to the same country, that is what it is. Meaning we all owe the country a certain duties to pay certain money back to the to the society. We call it the government. Of course, which the government need to use for good things. We're going to look at that today. So I'm trying to defend why we should pay tax. So maybe the question I ask is, are we paying taxes in Nigeria? I know you will. I don't know what to your experience. Do you think people pay their taxes? Are you are you
You're
are
not
you
operating
familiar
with
with
that
that?
kind of foreign policy. You're not operating at that level. The kind of tax you might be wanting to hear is not the type we know we pay. I only know of the normal revenue. They go to people's outlets, their shop, their offices to get their revenue, which is something they do, right? They give you a stipulated amount and expect you to pay. If you don't pay, they lock up the place. That is the one I know.
Really, those are cancel. Those are simple cancel deals. You understand? And let's even talk about the income taxes. The income tax. I know the government staff. They don't have a choice. They do pay their own. Private sectors they don't too. And I'm wondering how much does Dangote actually pay as tax to the government? You know, and maybe I was just reading today on the BBC website. You understand? A guy from Moscow, a financial one Alex Gecko, he said he's the highest taxpayer for the year. The amount of money the man paid, Mary, if they call it, I can't even. It's like what Akpabio could not pronounce. You know that time that figure one Akpabio not even they pronounce. You know, these are rich people that they have to give more to society. Now the advantage is that is the way government earn money to defend for defense. When we talk of defense now, sometimes say we don't need defense. No, but insecurity is killing us. People are we are now killing ourselves. It's a job of government. How is the government going to be able to do that if they don't have money? How is the government going to provide health care for us if the government does not have money? How is the government going to have welfare and social services that we demand if they don't have money? You know, I always say that in the UK, if you're not working, government will pay you money. Actually, the funniest thing is maybe it's not government that pays you. It's the money taken from some people that is used to pay you. Let me tell you how this works here. My council here in Mary, we pay council tax. All right. My little house here, I pay about 300 and something pounds every month as council tax. Baby, that is a must. That's not your rent. Oh. You pay your rent and you pay your council tax. So the council, if you calculate the amount the council collects on a monthly basis, maybe, I wish I can get it. How much does a council in the UK get from taxation? Right? It's just council tax, not every other tax. Because that one goes to, you see, this what it's called council tax. It's not government tax. So that is the tax that goes to the council. It's not any other tax you pay in your life. It's not your income tax. It got nothing to do with any other thing. And they'll come up with another thing. For you living in this area, maybe, if you must park your car on that road there, unless it's private land, you pay so amount of money. Otherwise, they come and move the car. To park your car. But now get parking for Abuja now. Now they pay for parking.
Yeah, there are some markets that if you want to park your car, you pay. You understand? Some plazas where you pay for the space. Not like You know, it's not like you're parking this for long now. You park and maybe when you finish buying something, you want to move. But I know that there are places that even if you say, okay, I want to be using your place for parking space, maybe my car will be staying for a month or so. Yes, you pay for it and they make money from
Yeah,
it.
my question, Mary, is does this money go to the council? Does this money go to the local government? You see, Mary, until this local government begin to earn a lot of money, there's no way they can take care of certain things. In fact, if I'm homeless today, the first place I'm going to call is not the federal government. I'm going to call my council here and say, I am homeless. At my home, I could not pay this money. They will help me because they will give me money to do the things I need to do because I am not having. And when I'm having, I'm expected to give more. So do you understand, Mary? So it is a system. Taxation is very important. I was just going to talk about the importance of taxation in our society. Taxation is so important that it gives the government an opportunity to take from us, whether rich you call them, or whether even the average. But when you are comfortable, you give to the society. When you are not, they give back to you. That is the only way society can support one another. No private person. You know what's going on in Nigeria? We think private people will begin to support the next person. That is not happening anywhere in the world. Say, I have my money. So you think, oh, it's my duty. And when my people come, I give to them. That's not how society works. That's stupidity because nobody wants to give money out. It's not for a Christmas. But this is what government do. Okay, if you have more money, you pay more. You understand? So we have the money. When it's not the money, it's not as if somebody is taking that money and running away with it. We know there are society challenges. So that is the money we use to solve it. So everybody live at peace. The question I'm wondering about is if Nigeria understand that, of course, it goes back to what we'll be talking about. The little money they have, maybe they are spending is the one from oil. It's never enough. It's not. It's too small. And this is what is happening currently. This is the implication is, other than that, even if the money were to be enough, then we still have a problem because then some people are getting too rich.
That's true. Some people are getting too rich. Why some people are not getting
Extremely too rich, Mary. If you see the amount of money some Nigerians have, you'll be wondering, are we in the same country? Are we in the same world? Are you talking of the same country that they said people don't have food to eat? And the question is, why is it? I know when I talk now, I think of Dangote. I'm not talking about Dangote. I'm talking about you. Do you know if you can afford to send your child abroad, you are a rich man? You understand? You know how much you pay for a child to come abroad? And that money, if the government is clever enough, because for me, you see, even in Russia, this is only West so that you misbehave for. Before you go travel out of Ukraine, to travel out, you they take exit visa. Let me use the word. Maybe. No. Make you know say, for you to travel out of the country in the communist world, they give you exit visa to go. And you don't overstay, you come back. I never know whether you understand the English. So Nigeria, now, if you want to
Ukraine that does that, the exit visa you're talking about.
It's some other part. I think you must do exit visa in Russia too. You understand? That's why if you go there, say, do you know why I know, Mary? There's a Nigerian born boxer in Ukraine. During the Nigerian week, I was inviting him to come, you understand? And I wanted to give him an award as a young, struggling guy in that area, you understand? I was very happy with how he managed to build himself in Ukraine. He was telling me that for him to leave Ukraine, he has to, they were counting laws for me. And I said, hello, I don't need that shit, man. You understand? Those were alien to me. No, but whether we blame them or not, Mary, they protect what they have.
That's true.
It might be extreme on that case because that's why we say there are no freedom there. But I mean, we don't have that situation here. If you carry your passport today, if you buy your ticket today, you go to anywhere you want to go in England. Nobody will ask you. When you want to come back, you come back to your home. But in those countries, not so. That's to tell you how much government need to know what you are doing. And it's not because they hate you or not because they want to oppress you. They want to make sure that the society is regulated. There is need for regulation. We are not regulated. Tax help to regulate society. The gap The rich man in Nigeria, OMG. That's why one man can have a many number of cars. Maybe I mean, I was sitting down with the cross section of Nigerians and we're having this debate, and I sit down and I said to them in London, that was my house about 2 days ago, and I asked them, since you have been here, how many of you get driver? Maybe I'm talking to you now, the street of England, go on the street of London. There are very rich people here. Ask how many people have a personal driver as we speak. And question is why? That's the only thing I say. So it's a very important topic. Why? It's not because they don't want to. Maybe because they cannot afford it. And the wahala to employ one person in the United Kingdom, you go pay the person, you go pay in tax, you go pay in pension, you go pay all this one. Where you calculate and come carry driver, come carry that mess for one. If you not pay, you go to jail, Mary. So, and you must pay the person minimum wage. The minimum wage when they talk about for a driver, so it's got to be, because the man, if a driver goes and drive Uber, he knows how much he gets in London. So you're going to employ him, you're going to pay maybe about £3,500 a month. Who does that? For that reason, everybody drive themselves. What has the government done? Government has made a law that you cannot pay the person below so thing. So when they tell government, Nigerian government, pay somebody so amount of money that they are pushing a gyro now, it's in the interest of the society. So the rich man cannot begin to use others as slaves, and you do it indirectly. Government is not aware. The government don't hear Mary. When government say you must not employ that, you pay that person so amount of money, they don't make the law finish. Government don't come out their hand. You understand? Now the system is regulating itself because government know they're going to collect more money. If you pay the man more money come to government as income tax. Government they don't make the law finish. They hide from one corner. They collect them.
If you don't employ a driver, nobody will force you to employ it. So you choose.
The government saying you don't need a driver. If you need a driver, I bet pay so amount of money.
They'll gain from it. But
exactly.
If you don't, nobody will force you.
That's what I'm saying. If you need a gardener, all those people won't get big belly there. Not only driver, they get gardener for house. You know how many people they cook for you? They get cooks. Maybe you go to some home and they tell you the number of people when they cook. Some don't maybe not just to carry water, I can't give the man. Hey. I don't go to a big man's house in Nigeria. They will cut. You know, it is similar to what was happening during slave trade. That was what was happening during the slave trade. If you see, they wonder, why did these people carry us as slaves? What do they need us to do? Not only to work in the plantation, some of them, they work for they help them, they harvest sugar. Then others, they serve the house just to serve. So when you go see a slave master's house, you see some people cooking, some doing this, some cleaning the garden, some doing this, some cleaning. Somebody, I was in Lagos, Mary. My boy came to pick me up, and I was at this Park View estate in Atikoyi. There was somebody in that house in job now just to clean and iron for this South African bagger. You understand? And my guy was the one cooking for him. The guy now from my place. And I'm wondering, so I just see the number of people running the home. There were 7. 7 persons, Mary. And I'm beginning to wonder if those people in the UK, how much will be paying them? Only for that reason. That bad guy in South Africa will not come here and expect anybody to work for him. It's not going to happen. Nobody is go punish you. But he goes to Africa and he has slaves. In Nigeria, he has slaves. Not only South Africa, man. When I talk to South Africa, I'm giving an instance. You guys do more. You, politician. Even a stupid councillor today, get driver. Have you seen local government chairman? Have you seen governor drive himself?
Even kings.
They have. Look, I say na kings first start time. Not be their mentality of slave trade. Not be Oyibo carry. Oyibo came and saw that they were taking us as slave already, so they jump on it. They don't practice slave trade in their land. They cannot turn their people to drive them. They cannot turn their people to open gate for them to clean their shores. So they take us because they saw us doing it, and we refuse to stop it today. Today, we're still enslaving ourselves. That is if we say, So maybe it's important. And one day I said, make we they imitate good thing. It's good to see what is working for these people. It's not as if they are richer than us. Nigeria has a lot of money, but the money is in the hands of the fools. Few. Government refused to introduce effective tax, like as God said. Pay tax. You agree with that one? Nobody they challenge pastor. So who they challenge government saying they will not pay tax? No, the implication of not paying taxes in the insecurity we are seeing. Because if you pay your tax, or we all pay, and then nobody will be slave. As long as some people, but Mali said it too, he said there will be war. If the philosophy won't hold one person higher and the other one lower, there could be war now. And the current philosophy in Nigeria is the rich can keep getting rich and rich and rich. The poor can die and be buried. Later, you know what they tell me? The man they provide job now. If they provide employment go punish you. How much should they pay the person? Maybe a graduate. You see why the people must leave Nigeria and why you can't stop it. If you come to this country, a cleaner, Emily, a cleaner, we earn sometimes more than the manager if the cleaner put in more hours. You know, there are some cases people refuse to take managerial job. They say, who want to do that job? Because I want to put in more hours. You understand? So that I earn more money. So the cleaner, you are the manager of the cleaner, but he earns more money than you. Because there's that dignity. You see the way the system is structured. So you know, call a cleaner saying, who are you? Okay, shut up. I earn more money. You understand? There's that so can't tell you won't employ me as your driver. God punish you. You only contract Uber to come and drive you from one place to the other, or you jump on the bus, or you drive your own car. You don't have a slave here. And I wish, and all these ones is achievable with us. With us, Mary. You know, see, this is what government does. The government will say, okay, you want to have 10 cars, or you want to build 20 buildings. That's fine. No? What is the building for? They're not going to ask you, Mary. Every building is standing will pay tax to the council. Let's start with that one. Every standing building will pay tax to the council. If nobody is staying, you go and declare that nobody is staying there. Do you understand? So if you don't declare that and they don't know that nobody is staying there, you go pay tax. So because of that one, if you buy that kind of house, that mansion where they get, so government can't value them. They can't say for your local government, say, this your house now about 20 billion naira or 2 billion naira. So for that reason, you'll be paying us 500,000 or 1 million naira a month. You understand? Maybe if you buy one house, you buy the second one, buy the third one. My guy, before you go buy the fourth one, you go ask whether the house won't make money or not for country home. You know what the police they tell me? He said, that's my country home. A village fool, get country home. Akpa. You know what's it do with the country home, Mary? They have country home in Lagos. They have country home in their village. They have one in Abuja. They have in London. A village full of
so much money.
Because the government
there are some situations or there are some decisions that money will push you to make.
No, you see, Mary, this is what the government is causing us. It's not the fault of these people. They are doing it because the system allows them to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be talking about tithe. It's a very sad topic. There is no way government can survive. There's no way government of any nation survive if there's no taxation. And there is no way there will be no slave trade in the land if there's no effective taxation. So other than even government surviving, being able to provide certain amenities, say for one good reason today, maybe God pour more oil in the land and we begin to pump money just begin to come from oil. As long as the money is not well distributed, how do you distribute money? Through taxation, making the rich to pay more so that you use that to settle the activities of the poor. If you don't do that, what will happen is there will be a big gap between the rich and the poor, and there will be slave trade again. It's against humanity, it's against law. We've abolished slave trade, but why is it practiced in Nigeria today? Why are you people happy to have slaves? The question I ask every Nigerian, they come to me and they say government. I say, but you are a slave trader. Other than the government, who is number one slave trader in Nigeria, of course, the king, like Mary Riley said, the kings are slave traders. They have the culture from the one, they still carry it to tomorrow. You understand? They're slave traders. And it's because they don't see person sell abroad. Now they be slave. If you, I say, Mary, go to any home. If I call Nigeria today, somebody say, "Want drive me?" I say, "Drive me, go where?" I don't understand it, Mary. It's alien to me. Nobody drive me in UK. Why are you driving me? Get out. You understand?
You're driving and you know places. It's not somebody that will show you the place.
Mary, I will take Uber to take me there. Or I will drive with my brother or my friend. Not a driver. Why will they be a driver? How much I go pay the man? If I want to go to somewhere I don't know, I'm not going to take Uber, go there. Why do I need to enslave somebody to be my driver? How much am I paying the person? That is the question. Mary, I'm not saying it's wrong to get a driver. The question is, how much are you paying the man?
That's true because most of these drivers, especially that drive the private people, you understand, they are not anymore. They are not.
Yeah, have you seen their lifestyle? Sometimes they live there with them. I don't know when they go give their wife belly, but the wife, they always they get belly. These drivers, they get one style.
But
You
you have to
understand?
go to the office. If there's any emergency, even on Sunday, and they have a place to go to,
Before on call,
take them even to church and all of that. So it looks like you're just serving them. You
you
don't
are a
have your own life.
slave. Well, you
And,
say
and,
you're not following them,
and,
you are a
and they're
slave.
not paying much. It's not everybody that pays driver much, except for some. Some people
Maybe.
that pay them.
What about those that stays in the house with them? The house boy and the house girl,
That's
the
another
cleaner,
point.
the gate man, the gardener. Do they not stay there? It's not 24 hours job.
Yeah,
For how much?
most of them stay there. But recently, some people, when they want to get like house help, they'll tell you not a living house help, the one that will be just come and cook, clean the place, you understand, and go. That is what some people do.
Mary, let's take some view now, Mary. Thank God we're talking about Nigeria and we'll be sincere with ourselves. How much do they pay
Is
for
it
a
for the
typical gate man? Let's just start from the gate man. Let's leave driver alone. Driver on a big job. Eh? Gate
uh,
man,
sometimes you see 40,000, 35, 40.
gate man.
Is that
That's
bad?
not that, but the only reason the gate men, though, they will come set up their small kiosks. Now, typical outside people, right? They can't do an Abi.
Yes.
Eh?
It's not, it's not like that. You know, there are agencies that gives us security. Why? Because most of these hotels, most of these big places, we don't want to just pick any outside boy in the streets. And they go through those agencies so that if anything happens, these are the people they can hold responsible. So it is
So
those
Nigeria is
agencies
getting more
that get
organized. Yes.
any tribe can be part of it. It is those agencies that get the security. You understand? Now the uniform they are wearing most times is the uniform from the agency. That is what they'll be wearing to stay in that your gate. So
Oh,
that's why
that becomes an organized security actually,
yes.
which is
Sometimes that's not like
interesting.
I see this particular uniform, I know where it's coming from. Some
Yes,
of
but,
them are
but
already
maybe, thank God. So we are growing in a way because gone are the days where somebody just have a security man who just a gate man who just opened the gate and he opened one kiosk in and the wife they say inside the kiosk. You know the
no, no,
kiosk.
no, no,
But
no.
then,
It's not like that again. It's not like
eh,
that again. That's
so
changed.
we don't move. That's
Yeah.
good. So, but the bottom line is even that security. You see, I mean, if you see what security get paid in London, 90% of people who come here, men, na security work they do. Go stand for gate, you understand? But for club, will not be person house, or for where they because they thief well for shop, they do a lot of shoplifting. You understand? I'm saying if they tell you say that they thief for London, if you leave your things for road, they don't go. So if for most of the shops, they need security men to look in case somebody they steal. You understand? So that's what black people actually do. If you see the way they do the job, most of us that black person. So we never come out from that poor life in Europe. That are the implication of where we are as a people. If our children not go school, me when go do security for one place yesterday, now the same security my pikin go do. That's why we are pushing hard for them to go to school and they get themselves out of that lifestyle. So we will not remain in that cycle in the UK, but in Nigeria today, we still get security men. It's not a good job to start with because you see the amount that they pay them. The reason I'm saying this is how many security men go fit from that place pay their pikin school fees, rent house for Abuja State, feed well, marry. How many marry?
That is why sometimes the system they adopt is what most of them do is 1 week in, 1 week out. So they now have exchange. You have a colleague. If you stay this week, you go back and stay 1 week. Then your colleague will come and stay this week. I think that is the way the system they adopt here. This place I'm working. They interchange 1 week. Even a place I work for 5 weeks for service is 1 week in, 1 week out. So it looks like you're working 2 weeks in a month. You understand?
And for how much? You know, you
But
see,
even at that, they are not still getting. You don't understand what I'm saying. They are still poor.
here is my daughter.
Don't have because for the 2 weeks or for the 1 week you stay in the office, you feed yourself, right? You feed yourself, and now most of these people they are not kids. You see that it's matured men that they carry for the security. They already have families.
The question is, how do they even feed the family with this money? Is it not why we are having problem? The man come home, no food, or no good food for a wife. His child want to go to school. There's no money to go to the child to send the child to the right school. Maybe they come sick. They don't enter Wahala. No health care.
That's the problem.
So everything about being a human being has been taken away from that man. Everything that a normal human being should have. He doesn't have health care. His child cannot go to good school. He doesn't feed well. His wife self not going to respect her. You could know women, Nigerian women mouth. You be mad. When your wife don't ask you whether you be mad, you don't say you ought to finish. This mouth when they give them very so if they take her open her on you, you go no. When to make you go mad, you go talk through. But that's what Nigerian government do for us, man. We are in trouble, man. We need to change this. And it's only one thing that can do this government. Take more from the rich. And you do that indirectly by saying, pay this man. The minimum wage of this country is 1 million naira. This is what Labour was saying. They were not trying to fight you. You say, where is the money going to come from? Where is the money you are getting coming from? If you think, like I said, I've been fighting the workers. So if they are not making enough money, make sure what they do becomes money. But make sure they pay them that amount of money so slavery can be taken out of our land. The slave trade our forefathers practiced must not be the same today. We should stop it. Slave trade is bad. It has been abolished and it should be abolished today. Maybe let's take a look at the papers together.
Okay. We'll start with the Punch. The big story news. Presidential fleet. 200 families displaced and SNAP demolishes houses. Soldiers deployed in sites. Property owners demand compensation. Federal government keeps mum. And that's on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Moving forward, governor's jobs bazaar. State wages rise by 900 billion naira on page 20. Tinubu okays 50% electricity subsidy for hospitals and others on page 19. NYSC bars poly graduates without IT experience on page 12. I'll build on foundation laid by Obaseki. This coming from Igodalo on page 12. PDP, APC, others sign peace accord September 12 on page 7.
That's why those states.
Yeah.
This latest peace accord is interesting though. That's a good one.
Ajero honors police summon sports terrorism allegation on page 26. No work, no patriots won't stop strike. This coming from resident doctors on page 12. Buttock enlargement doctor declared wanted as client dies during surgery on page 4 and 5.
Mary.
Canada ends visitor to work permit policy on page 25. And these are all the stories you have this morning on the Punch. I don't know why is that if he's hailing my name here.
Why I'm not going to chat your name? When I go do Buttock enlargement.
That we have read on this Punch. It's only that one that caught your attention.
That one before I don't always look at the red line. The one where they put in red. That the danger one, the sad news that they look at first. It's like my wife come to me in the morning and say, I want to do buttocks enlargement. I don't know the hour I tell look at. I tell you, I got a problem with your buttocks.
Some of these men accept now. That's the issue. Some of these men accept. Why did they accept at first?
Why would you allow your wife to go through that rubbish? She's the mother of your children. What if she dies? I want to take off Vicky by yourself. I know sometimes people are very, very stupid, honestly. But even women, what you guys say, you people have the highest level of insecurity in this world. Now they paint face, now go do all. Who say you're not fine? God created you especially already.
The problem they have is anything that is trending, everybody wants to do. And at the end of the day, nobody knows the effect of this thing in old age. Nobody knows how they will carry it.
How you not go get effect for old age? When you cut yash, come pack pop put inside.
Because I don't understand how they are so comfortable to actually do this artificial stuff and still be comfortable. It's just about this period that they are young. But every normal human being that thinks well, they actually think of the future. It's not all about now, right? What about the future? And any man you think you want to get because of the shape of your body, that is following because of the shape of your body, does not really love you, because this shape will not be there forever. There will be a time that it will diminish. There will be a time that it will diminish.
Maybe not be na invisibility until now open leg for man. When you don't open leg finish, the man don't get power. You understand? Because you don't forget it. You understand? The next thing now is the relationship. The man will look whether not this person when go fit help me for house. Not be for bed again, no. For
that's the house. Not see if there's fault or there's no fault.
Even in sport, not days, whether sport food the body or not, you know me, Mary. Because when you don't go there, now how to put food on the table. The reality of life, if this woman born pikin, I want to feed her. You understand, Mary? It's more than bed. So what makes a man to stay is not the size of your bum. Women you guys are strange.
Most of them
and any man that is even naively staying with you now,
maybe they feel like if they do that enlargement, that is when they will attract the big men. Most times, like if they do this thing for business, maybe to attract the big men. Because what would be the reason why you go and spend that kind of money? You understand?
Really, which big men? Anyway, you see, maybe the fantasy of maybe, but how many minutes the man? In fact, the big men self, not if they do anything unless that money, like you said, it's business. I agree.
Business.
Good luck. But if that year don't they fall out later, no call on us.
If they don't die during the surgery, most of them after the surgery, they start to get
maybe they will always die. There must be a side effect. You cut your yarn, you pack something, put. How can it be real?
But why are these doctors deceiving them? Why are they not telling them the truth? They just want to collect the money because it's expensive.
And the thing is, but the question is, where does this even come to Africa? I don't understand this. Where do we learn this kind of rubbish?
We now do it more than even the white people. White people don't even have chance for it. We now travel there to go and do it. And the people that you are going in their country to do, their girls are carrying their natural body. Then Africans, I don't even know about
so me, I really come now in my life. Maybe now, that's why I'm of the older generation. They go laugh me now for this platform. Me, I go see what better girl do better Nigerian hair. That one when they pray, they go come fine, black, Mary. And you see the whole body set. Not be that one they look for. They look for the one that cut bleach the part. Me, I not go school reach there.
I'm going to watch
my book.
Watch that. How will you look during the old?
Have you seen when the pure African girls smile? You know, say now thing when they smell onions. I beg go, may I not talk. May God save us, may God save us, Mary. No, may God save us. No, at least our women, please.
Nobody is annoying. Somebody just died now because of such.
Is this happening? Is this happening?
The family will be disappointed.
Exactly.
Is that one?
It's a big blow to everybody and a big loss to society as well. And the government should do something about it. You see, this is how government see things. I know sometimes they tell us we should have our freedom. You don't have freedom to cut your ass if I'm the government. Why are you going to cut your ass? Because if you're sick, it's going to fall on the NHS. You know why the government said we should not smoke? Because if you're sick, it's going to fall on you, on the government. A healthy nation is the pride of a nation. It's the strength of a nation. If people are sick, of what use are you? So government will do everything to protect your health against your wish. And it will be my law that you will not cut your bum. If you not die today, you will die tomorrow, quicker. You are a loss to the nation. You are not free. You are not allowed to die. I don't understand. You are not allowed. They don't just born you come. Even a person give you food till you big. You go just die when you want. You are not allowed to die. You go live, complete your work to the nation first before you go die. And not be your family at the talk, because now the country now bring you up. So you need to serve the country before you go die. This is what I was talking about task today. So we need to take that out of the system. It's really sad to see this kind of story. But Mary, who be there? I see Falana and Ajeru. Then where did they go? These are labor people. They don't come again, though. They don't come again. Though. Ajeru, now your boyfriend. You know, Mary, now get us now they do nothing. I know we'll talk. For some reason, I don't call like Ajeru because of the way he sell out. No, maybe Ajeru, it's not you that I'm really angry about. I said, one, I have two issues with them. Let me be clear, Labour, for those of you that don't get me. Labour, your demand was actually rubbish. 1 million naira was too small. You understand? But why we're demanding this money, my first question is, are you not concerned that we are not a productive nation? Why is your interest how much will be paid alone, not how we can be productive? If the government is even blind, why are you not putting that is what, let we go on strike for lack of productivity? Because that's where the problem comes from, Labour. The problem of, there was a time Nigerian government was paying you dodgy for doing nothing. Mary, remember? The same government that's giving you money for doing nothing. Because when you have, you will give.
You know that yesterday he was accompanied by some of the NLC workers, right? That they will go there and be praying. So I think the essence of Falana into it, I think Falana and another Maxwell, they were kind of telling the people to stay far away from this police station, right? Why the police summoned their men. So you kind of tell them to go aside, to stay a bit far from the police station, because they can't be there now making noise.
No, they will be. That is become to, how do you say that? No, you are a threat. You are intimidating the police. You understand? If they have a case against him, let them do what they do. They have nothing against Ajeru. They're not going to do him anything. This is just a play. It's a gallery, this drama.
A few meters away from the police station, because I know fully well that there's no way they will park themselves like that and go and say police station. Police will not react, retaliate. There was people that will talk to them about it. They need to stay intimidating
them. Anyway, but that being said, maybe why would the government even go and invite Ajeru? This is the thing. Why are you doing it with him? The government doesn't even have a job.
He's looking as if he's a military regime.
If
you fight the government, they come back for you. They come back for you and leave the needful. They leave the things that's supposed to.
Exactly. In this difficult time, if I get your problem, there are so many kidnappers on the street.
How can government work whereby they are fighting more than how many people? The people that the government focus their energy is fighting people instead of doing their job. People that are fighting is too much. If you're not
Mary, you see what I'm saying? Instead of government devising a way to collect tax, if not me, the Tinubu, una tax will not double. Anywhere you go to pay indirectly. In fact, Labour for be my best friend. Because for say, Labour since una come, we go work together now. But I no go pretend say I go from back the support una. You understand? But I go outside, they tell my men, say we not go free pay. But Mokuna stay on the street, nothing go happen. I will tell, and I will give order. If you dare touch a Nigerian citizen that is protesting, they have right to protest. And I'll be telling my men, these people, they need to be paid more. You know what? If we pay them more, then I'll say to them. So that would be me. We need to pay them more. 1 million naira is really too small. Then I'll come say to Labour. Any parastatal that does not make money, cancel. You, if you work, your work is not bringing money, you go lose your job. Today, you not get tomorrow. You understand? So everybody will begin to sit up. Maybe imagine if every sector of the Nigerian economy is making money. How much labor they ask for? Why will government go and be intimidating Ajeru today if they know Ajeru is giving him a tools to make money? I am talking about taxation today, something government can do without sweat. They'll be picking money on the street. Maybe I came on the show with a friend, a colleague. We talk about inheritance tax. We don't have it in Nigeria. So there are so many ways government use to make money. You understand? That's why government here is very comfortable. They are never broke. They're never going to be broke. You see what they did, Mary? The government here say, if we say we want to take care of BBC, you know what? Go hard us where. You know what they say, tell BBC. Anybody will get TV, make they pay TV license. In the UK, we pay TV license. Imagine say NTA they collect TV license. Whether you get so far you get television because you will get her, you have antenna, you can receive NTA. You understand? Go and pick your antenna, you have NTA. So you know what you do? You must pay TV license. So you do that so that the government can, some burden will go out of the government. And money will flow. There's money in the land. Now, because of your ineffective thinking, fighting Ajero, instead of trying to collect money, which you're supposed to do, which I'm talking about today, you go fight Ajero. What kind of government are you? I bet Mary, welcome back, my daughter. Let's go to the next paper. Welcome back.
Okay, let's see what the Vanguard has.
We didn't finish. We didn't really finish it this one, but let's just go to the Vanguard so that we can do more today.
The big story on the Vanguard, we have exploitative pricing. Traders get 1 month's notice to crash prices. And the rider says it can lead to scarcity, business closure, job losses. Stakeholders react.
Wait, first. What they say?
But Chris, they need to crash the price. The price of things are expensive now.
By who? How do you crash price?
That's the problem. It's not to come to our dailies and put these things on the headlines. Are they working towards it? What are the policies that they'll put in place? Because I believe they're supposed to have price control policies, right? Then we then go to the markets. How can they reach out to these people to stop it? Because we all know that the one thing in Nigeria is anytime anything goes up, it doesn't come down. And that is the fear of people. That is the problem. Because I know that I think sometime last week I saw one of the headlines that said federal government have done their best to see that the price of goods, right, has been crashed, something like that. Then I asked myself,
does the federal government think? Does the federal government ever think at all?
I've not seen any change at all. So coming to see this on the Vanguard today, then I'm still asking myself, what measures would they put in place to even stop it at first? This is not coming to the papers to put it. We read, right? But is it working in our physical world? Is it really working that way? Are they doing anything to stop it?
My question is, Mary is how is the government saying that they don't know the best way to crash price of goods and services? That person confused me. It's a simple economy of supply and demand. There's no way. You don't force people. OMG. You don't, Mary. You don't. Let's talk to Nigerians. You don't force people that the price must be sold at a particular price. You don't control it.
Control it. Putting in place. It is not to say price will crash. Have they even reduced the price of oil? Do you know that as long as the price of oil is still high, definitely things will continue to be high?
Maybe it's not only about price of oil. Now,
it has affected a lot of things. It has affected transportation. Whatever goods are bringing to the market,
yes, that is how we see it. That is really not the challenge. Maybe supposing now, let me ask you this. The price of garri is so high. And government plants heavy cassava farms. Now in the next 6 months, garri full everywhere. Price of garri goes high.
And it means this is Nigeria.
No.
As long as they will carry that cassava from their farm to wherever they want to go and process it, they will tell you that the cost of transportation.
Mary, there is no scarcity. If the garri boku, it go the roti. You know, see where farmers they say in fact they are the set of people that first when they sell fresh fish. My musician from my place say, what don't they enter them? When the fish don't they want roti, now speed they sell. If you see, by the time you bring your own come, the other person they sell for lower price, you go lower your price today. Not the person will tell you because you can't go home, go chop. The only way government control prices is by pumping product into the market. If the price of rice of today, if the government can do it in 2 ways, the other one is the stupid one we're talking about. If the price of rice too high, government will go bring price of rice, go bring rice, buy, come, put them for market. Who won't buy your rice? So what government can do is to produce more rice. Are we saying we don't have the capability to produce rice? Maybe we don't have. Don't we have? When they talk of transportation, how much is transportation? By the time people, because the cost of transportation, by the time the man now earn more money from it rice, you know, go pay more for transportation. You know, it's not a problem. Maybe the truth is, it's not how much for fuel. It's the question is, does the money go round? Today we said the cost of fuel today in the UK, maybe fuel now 1.5 now, £1.50. You know how much is 1.50 pence, maybe? A pound today is 2,000 something naira. So 1.50 is minimum of 3,000 naira per liters of fuel. How much will they pay?
Is it for our fuel station?
Uh,
I think you can get 940
okay.
naira.
So maybe we pay 3,000 naira.
Paper is carrying 740, right?
No, maybe, so in other words,
On the papers. When you go to the fuel station, I see the differences. Why the black market? They even say like 8,000 plus.
yes.
If you want to, I want
Mary, you see what I love about it? We even in the UK, our own is 3,000 plus, but we're paying without complaining because the money is going round.
These people don't have oil. They are getting it. We Nigerians, we have oil, right? So
No, it's not about how many oil you have. It's about
we are not supposed to suffer from oil.
Mary, if people they earn 2 million naira a month, I'm sure they don't cry for this kind of amount of this. They won't be complaining too much. You understand?
But since they're not earning it, they should reduce the price of the fuel.
That's why Mary, we should all think of how to earn more. Mary, we are saying we should all be earning more.
They are not
go and work and earn more.
They are not thinking, so it's of no use. Let them reduce the price of fuel. Can't you understand that they are talking about minimum wage? People are talking about how they will reduce the price of fuel. Because they're not ready to do anything. No need, they should not think because they will not think. So they should reduce the price so that it will be better for us.
I agree. I hear where Mary is coming from, and I agree totally with her. Government is not a problem for us to even pay 2,000 naira for fuel. We will pay in Nigeria. But this things we're saying is, have you now, Mary, at this time now, the rich are getting richer in Nigeria today. Somebody is making money on this. Some rich people are getting richer and some are getting poorer because the government is failure to introduce effective taxation. Today's topic is very important. If we do this, all the problem of the country will be solved. Because I will say, okay, that's why they vest for labor, vest for ASU, vest for all of them. I will be telling government today, not be this one will go sit down until we say we won't go produce this, when go bring food for table, we'll not go back to work. Until our job or the country is restructured, so that they talk of restructuring Nigeria. I don't know whether not political restructuring. I'm interested in restructuring the economic system so that every sector of the Nigerian economy can make money. And that way, Mary, everybody will, the price of fuel no matter. We they pay 3,000 naira, we don't pay 4,000 naira here, we pay. We didn't cry because we have money. The minimum wage is unacceptable. How can you pay somebody 30 pounds a month? How? They're your slaves. Even during slave trade, they don't even pay us 30 pounds. They don't pay slave 30 pounds. Or you don't pay slave 30 pounds. They paid more. Who are we as a people? And we say we have oil. We are stupid because this is the core of the issue. Like Mary said, you guys don't think. So reduce the price. Let's take a look at the paper. Let's complete this Vanguard. Vanguard is doing great these days. Who be these 5 people when they in the middle? These 5 pictures.
Okay, I think I stopped at
okay.
Rage on their security. Okay, let me start from.
You get one Catholic bishop. Whether I like say they talk when they task government on this security. What is they say?
Unless insecurity, high transportation costs are reduced. This coming from TUC. Rising cost of food items. Catholic bishop tax federal government on security of farmers, and that's on page 15. At the launch of accelerated birth registration project. I think that's where these people are coming. That is where this picture you are seeing with these people. UNICEF country representative. I think it's actually small. I can't really see it. But that's the essence of the people on the Vanguard. The picture you're seeing there. Tension in Kebbi as military personnel shoots DPO. DPO dead.
Wow.
Let me take that again. Tension in Kebbi as military personnel shoot DPO dead, and that's on page 6. Insecurity. Wow. 55,910 dead. 21,000 abducted in 4 years. And this coming from reports. From the squad decks, Osimhen, Chelsea transfer deal nearing conclusion on page 30. And these are all the stories we have on the Vanguard.
Osimhen, they come Chelsea, not come Arsenal. Oh, wow. Anyway.
Okay, we're not done with the Vanguard story that it is. Coronation anniversary. That I am king doesn't mean everything I was before. I was crowned is thrown away. Alleged terrorism financing. What NLC president told police. This coming from sources on page 8. Federal government, our allies with EU to take action against Simon Ekpa. This coming from DHQ. Why cement prices are high. This coming from Boapos. And that's on page 20 of the Vanguard newspaper. Yeah, that's all the story on the Vanguard.
This Vanguard they put this Edo will be what again?
I feel like it's been an advert for some time.
Now wow, they pay well, and that why they not come do small for my platform now? They hungry because see how much Vanguard don't settle for some time. No wonder Vanguard not they worry about when this man want to do it in. You know the only this you know his name that Tom Polo Vanguard not they shake because Vanguard I say this guy don't settle Vanguard for some time. But I kind of like Labour. These are the kind of ways where press can responsibly earn money. But why are they on the front cover, for God's sake? Why are they just decorating that page for nothing? I've been trying to accommodate it. Must they be here? What is the message? Is it how effective is this? I beg. Hey, I'm not the go, Mary. I don't want to talk. Make me say my mouth too big. You see this my lips. God creates them big. Now it's cause her. They go to men I beg God Mary sleep it up.
Today that if we not go on break today.
Hey, I better go quick break, come back here, Mary. Because maybe I make my mouth a big too much. So see which I want to Vanguard now. Make I shut up. Let's go on the break. We'll be right back, Mary. Don't go away, stay with us.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9915 or 080-7082-7331.
Hello, you're welcome back. Welcome back, people. This is Wake Up Nigeria, that the place from Srtv Dex in London, and there's beautiful Mary Srtv Abuja. We'll be looking at the papers and some of the things happening in the country. Mary has talked us through some of the things happening in Abuja. That Nagwagwarada area, I feel like say.
It's not even that area that I have to like decrease. Don't miss it.
That area now. I like the name Gwagwarada.
They are trying to find shelter.
Okay.
They are trying to find shelter.
They went to Gwagwarada to find shelter. Okay. All right. Now the Gwagwarada now here pass. So now the sweet name. Very sweet name.
That's the only name. You put the soccer that I call, you know that one. Give you that I call, you know that one.
No, difficult, but I kind of like Abuja people. You know, I love them because I just feel they are oppressed people. You know. And I'm on for them. Anytime, any day. I'll do a documentary on Abuja, the indigenous. I'm looking forward to it. In fact, the time I don't have in Nigeria, that's some of the challenges I have. I'll be carrying my camera around to bring out some of these beautiful stories for Nigerians to see. Because I think I don't know what the journalists are doing in Nigeria. I want you guys to really go into some of these stories. Bring out the plight of these people. You understand? It's a long time we heard from the Ogoni people. Where are they? Where are the Nigerian indigenous? Even the outside people, the Boko Haram we're talking about. Tell us their story. They have a story. You understand?
Boko Haram, to go and cover Boko Haram here.
The Boko Haram will not shoot you. They are not animals. He said, Mary, you see, God, when I'm Robert, they shoot person, get who they give her to. He goes, he give her for a girlfriend, they hold her for her.
So if they allow you now, you go and cover Boko Haram. You go to the
Like,
forest.
I will interview them and they will not even fight me. You see, Mary, what we're talking about is these guys have an ideology. They have a reason. Have you seen the meaning of Boko Haram?
So all the people that are going to go and clean their house, those ones, you don't offend them.
No, Mary. They are trying to pass wrong messages, and they pass message and they're doing it the wrong way. That is the part where we have problem with them. But that's not to say they don't have a story. What I'm saying is that maybe if you listen to them, I was listening to a lecturer I have on this show, and he said the word Boko Haram, said meaning Western education will harm you. But again, if there's something government could have defeated by saying government education, Western education will not harm you. Prove it. How can Western education harm you if the mobile phone you're using, the Boko Haram is using is Western phone? You understand? Let us differentiate religion from education. Those are things government would have been able to pass that message easily. Today, when they don't kill the person who started Boko Haram, so the message, in fact, you are breeding more, you're creating him, you made him a martyr. That's the thing you don't do. And ignoring them is even the worst part of it. Bringing their story out, sympathizing with them, then telling them you cannot do this. The question is, why would you go and hurt another Nigerian who's going through the same difficulties like you? I don't understand it. But these are messages that can only be passed if you don't alienate them. You need to bring them into the system. Talk with them. You can't kill all of them. You know, again, Emily, those days when Nelson Mandela, they fight for freedom for black people, they call him a terrorist. He was, even when he was the president, he was still in the CIA as a terrorist. It's still there, at least they never remove him. You see these people? Sometimes the question is, a terrorist might be somebody freedom fighter. But if we dialogue, you find out that the differences can be trashed. Only dialogue. Only listening to one another. Especially in a home. The thing where they make husband and wife, people when they open leg, bump pikin, they kill each other. You don't see the stupidity, Mary. Somebody, when you kiss, you love, he bump pikin for you. Now do the same thing. How many things? Now they kill each other for house. Dialogue. 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 Let's read the next paper, Mary.
Okay, let's see the Daily Trust.
Yes, I like Daily Trust because they impress me these days.
The big story says Nigerians paid 1.4 billion ransom to kidnappers in 1 year. And this coming from reports.
Write that one down. You see whether you see the financing of terrorism. This money is financing the terror. Read everything, lady. Maybe I should stop cutting you off, my daughter. God bless
Somebody has talked about the ones that paid and they still didn't spare their life. They still killed them.
You see, this Mario, the question is, if they ask you now, who are the people kidnapping people? You say herdsmen. You really think herdsmen are the people kidnapping us? Big mistake. Big mistake. The issue of kidnapping has become a trend among all parts of Nigeria. I'm sure every village now have their own kidnappers. It's paying. Yes, because this one, if they catch you now, Mary, they went to my village, they carried the wife of the big boys. They're not, how they take, how Boko Haram, how headsmen we just called yesterday, know the wife of all the big boys ready my place. They not carry the poor ones, so they went to the selected ones. Have everyone leave me. What is going on? If they, you see, we need to talk, and we need to address this mentality. It's not, we have a problem because once somebody don't taste sugar, this was why apartheid or slave trade was have to end. Because some white people, they have slave already. They don't enjoy it. People, they told them, Oga, slave. They were able to mass, rape women as what they want. Nobody asked them. They have people doing things for them. When they told them, let's stop slave trade, it was a very hard sell. Now, this kidnapping is now so sweet. People are making 1 billion in a year. That is going to be hard to stop because the sugar is there people mark now. To stop those people go hard though. We for not stop this thing since. But and we need to disabuse our mind. Say not be only herdsmen they kidnap us. It's a trend. It's money making. It's civilization. We need to dialogue. We need to address the poverty, the gap between the rich and the poor. We need to reorientate ourselves. We need to ask ourselves, what are the values? In those days, I read in one paper, one guy said the first time when he even when he want to buy something, Christmas cloth for himself, he said his parents question him a million times. Where that money come from? Today, one small boy go just go buy car come, you carry go do Thanksgiving. The parents now they go do the Thanksgiving. You know, say the pikin not they work. He carry new motor come. Let's go for Thanksgiving. Maybe I better read the paper more they go.
1,056 killed, 7,568 abducted in 1,130 incidents. Credible intelligence lacking.
How many incidents, Mary? This is very interesting. Thank you. I like Daily Trust. I've been reading Daily Trust now.
130 incidents.
Incident 1,130
incidents.
Can you imagine? I bet maybe I stop disturbing you. The flow with it. Finish the news before I talk.
Credible intelligence lacking. Former AIG and also ex-DSS boss wants emergency declared on security. Troops neutralized 1,166 terrorists in 29 days. And this coming from DHQ. I returned $10,000 to please Allah. Yeah, that story is from the airport worker that saw $10,000 while he was cleaning the plane. So he returned the money. Police interrogation, labor movement, what's dying for? This coming from Ajero. Strike. Federal government slams no work, no pay policy on resident doctors. Then we have a story that the CBN reports warns of rising financial strength for citizens on page 4. Then we also have a story that says crash food prices in 1 month. Federal government tells traders. Students seek review of federal government's 18-year admission eligibility. Zamfara residents kill 37 bandits on page 6. And these are all the stories on the Daily Trust this morning.
Wow. Let's go first. They say cash food prices in 1 month.
On top traders are not listening to news. They don't even know what is happening on the news. It's funny, you go to the market, this may not even know what is.
I know where the best. Where the day side of government for this one. I know they side of government too.
They know how to increase price of food stuff, but they don't know what federal government is saying.
I don't care. Government does not have the right to tell people how much they sell their things.
They don't listen to news.
The market, they will not listen. Why would they listen to them? Is it the government that bought the things for them? Is it government that bought it for them?
That is it.
Is it the government that bought it for them? You put your mouth where your money is. Did the government buy? Did you buy goods for them? These people spend their hard-earned money to buy. They will sell what they want. The only thing you can do is provide alternative products. If government want to crash prices, they should not be speaking grammar. They should bring more goods into the market so we get goods to buy at a good price. Make government open shop, they sell. Rubbish. Don't tell me, don't push me to go and fight my fellow citizen. Because what they're doing now will be thinking traders are our enemy. You are the enemy. Bring more food into the market. You have the capability to do so. Declare war on rice. Go on like what Lagos State decided. They told me they are farming now. Maybe the Delta is farming. Those state is farming. All the states go to farming. 1 month, there will be enough rice in the market. You're going to fight people selling rice? Is that how you crash price? Shut up, man. Don't talk to me. I'm not stupid. Everybody can buy that story. Daddy Chris will not. The only way you crash, you reduce, you fight price is to increase supply. But then demand will be, we have options. Then the price will fall. If there's not enough product, the price will continue to rise, whether government like it or not. Maybe if you see me buying fuel now for 500 naira, you know, go there, go buy.
Sure.
Why would you go to the stupid police station? So why is the government telling us that the fault is that one? If the fault is there's no alternative, provide alternative. Don't tell me. Don't make the necessary my
Another
enemy.
thing, these people have union. If, for example, you have this rice in surplus, right? Maybe other people are selling 2.5 and you decide to sell 1.5, you'll be in problem. They have market union and they have to follow the price in uniform. You can't sell cheaper than other person. They say you're spoiling the market.
Yes, Mary. Again, that union will fail if there's some union get power past government. All you need to do is defeat the union. In those days, Mary, when we used to bring goods to the market, I brought a spare part one day to Nigeria. The whole Alaba boys went there for around that Trinity for I think Ajegule there, you know. They gang up that this is the price they're going to sell the goods. You know what I did? I locked the shop. You understand? I told the boy, I'm going to pay you for the shop. You understand that I will not sell for the price they wanted because they gang up. You know what they did? They were the one coming back to betray themselves later to come and buy the goods. So there's a limit where you can gang up against somebody. Government have no power. They have the resources. If government want to give us enough food, tell them they go farm. They don't deceive us and say they're going to crash price of goods. Who they talk to? Who be mumu? I don't know. We'll read the next topic. Students seek review of federal government 18 years admission eligibility. Which kind of rubbish we now have?
They will write for IEC 18 years. They will get admission 18 years. I don't understand. Is this not confusion?
They are confused. At 18, I left secondary school at 16.
That's what I'm saying.
So, and then at my time, 1983. So children should be leaving secondary school now way faster. So if they leave secondary school at 15 years old and they're ready to go to uni, you're stopping them? They want
everybody to be old. They want everybody to be old while still in school. Because they don't have anything to offer to the society.
Yes. And you see exactly what we're saying. A wise government will be encouraging children to go to and be. Like I said, Mary, I was watching this beautiful program yesterday. A 10 years old interviewed the vice president of the United States, running for president now. It was lovely. There's no school that would have taught that child that education, but I just love it. But that's what we're saying. You reach talent, young. He's already a star. On one of the shows, he said he wanted to buy a car for the mom. That's the thing the boy was with. So they gave the car. It was a gift to the mom. The boy was, listen. So we're destroying future of young people? Wow. Anyway, the main story, we say the number of people when they kidnap alone this year, 1 year. Not me talking as because when would they talk, they'll say, I mean, look at the numbers. That we have paid 1.4 billion. We have a problem, man. Any industry that generates 1.something billion.
And if you say that I'm misunderstanding it, Daily Trust, well done, no. Well done. Daily Trust, when Buhari was in power, they were not carrying all these news like that.
Oh, Mary, forget this. Nothing divine. The question I asked, what did Daily Trust talk now, true or lie? That's
is it not that they woke up? So it's not that Daily Trust know that there have been abduction, there have been killings. No, now. What have they been doing since? Every time their papers will be blank, they were not carrying news. It's not that Daily Trust has now woken up. They are not serious to carry all the news of ransom that has been paid, kidnappers. Well done. Yeah, I take records though, because I know that Daily Trust were not like this before.
Anyway, I don't know. Mary talk big.
No, Chris, you know.
Well, I like to move forward from here. I like to say, okay, maybe the wrongs of the past. Let's move forward. If they are doing this for political reasons, that is a shame on them. But I don't think so, Mary. The truth is what they are saying is things that, see, Mary, there's always opposition in government. And your opposition will bring out the dirty things in you. So if they are supporting PDP, they will always bring the dirty things in APC. I don't want to see it as North and South divide. Let's not see it that way. Because the Northerners are hungry, the Southerners are hungry. Now let Northern people are hungry now. Now then the rice when we not see food, so now let Northern people they affect. Maybe they deceive ourselves. Say now religion, say now must now go must today now hungry go hammer you when you finish.
Unfortunately, they are the ones overreacting. Time for election, the same mistake will continue. So what's the point?
Okay. I understand where you're coming from, Mary. And I sometimes I cannot dispute it. Sincerely cannot. Well, Mary, let's take one more paper before we close the day. Which one are we looking at? It's like you guys don't get new coach show registered. I don't understand this one. You've done very well for yourself having a new coach.
Okay, is it for sports?
Should we go to sport? Okay.
Yeah, it's already time. Let's just send it to the sports.
Okay.
Okay, the big story here says that Temitope Adeshina exclusive. My Badagry to Paris story. Olympic taught me not to wait for anybody. You just have to do what you need to do because eventually nobody celebrates failure. And that story, let me see, it's on page 6. We also have,
it's a touching story, lady. That's a good one.
but that's the fact. Nobody celebrates failure. Nobody. Everybody wants to be with winners, right?
Mm.
So that's the truth. We also have a story here that says Lukman returns for Interclash today on page 6. AFCON qualifiers. Raw names begin squad for Eagles Clash on page 6. Paralympics. Nigerian starts fairly with tennis, badminton on page 2.
We will not win any gold. We will not win any medal for the Paralympics. Maybe they bring something for us.
Nigerian athletes falter at under 20 world champs on page 2. Osimhen reaches agreement with Chelsea. And Chris, do you remember when I was telling you that at the end of the day, you were saying Osimhen should come to Arsenal? Arsenal has money, they'll buy it. Now, that is the problem. Results. Let's wait for results. Now you can see it yourself. So let me not talk more. I told you, Chelsea have so much money. We can buy in front of the football club. If Chelsea wants to buy the whole club, the rest of the club, Chelsea will buy it.
Yeah, they're not win cup for how many years now? Where they go?
I wonder
which cup now don't win since all this time. Like they
buy the rest of the club. You could not come
not only buy the rest of the club. Not if you buy way players win this seat. This club
just forget Chelsea. The money is too much money. Money now water. That's what Chelsea is. Now we also have Joshua will decide dubious votes coming from Okoli. I told Pogba not to join United. This coming from Evra on page 5. We also have racial abuse. Madrid players to walk off pitch on page. Ex-Nigerian star rallies supports for Labadia on page 7. I think these are all the stories you have this morning. On the point
this support when they rally, you'll be that one star. No, that take time. We don't need any foreign coach. It's something that Nigeria should have overcome. This our place. This thought that if not be Oyibo, it's not good. It go take us far.
I feel like there's no more time. Now they don't want to give more time to maybe Nigerian coaches to try. You get, because maybe once they kickstart, they've kickstarted, right? So maybe they don't have much time. They are trying to bring in the foreign coach. But the question is, why do you always believe that the foreign coaches should be better?
But what you go make we need the goal lose for Cotonou? Which kind of team did this one say? If Kennedy you not try, goal lose for Cotonou.
I don't think about team yesterday.
Now you dey cause all this thing where would they see so? You not go lose match for Cotonou. Cotonou win you. Cotonou not reach. In fact, I don't feel describe the state. He win us. This one, he pass. Be careful. Maybe I better tell Nigeria something. We could close the show today. We don't try.
You know, like the first word on the Point Sport Extra. So nobody celebrates failure. So you have to keep doing your best. Keep doing what you know how to do best. And at the end of the day, we're all going to succeed. We're all going to exceed in life. Let's not give up on Nigeria, because every day it's one story or the other. Let's not give up. We're going to keep living. We're going to keep winning. And hopefully, we pray that one day we're going to get it right as regards our leaders. Because for now, I don't know how we're going to go about the leaders we're having. But someday we're going to get it right. And all this will be a story. And it's going to be historic.
Amen.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. That is a good one. All this will be a story one day, because our children will never have the same kind of story.
Yeah.
And yes, that is a prayer, and I hope they don't. And I think they will learn from us. And that's why, maybe when I come here to talk, I don't talk for this generation. I talk for the next generation. Because I know one day they will pick up my video and they'll say, look at what this man was saying. So I don't care if these people in this time, my time, don't get what I'm saying. You understand? Nigerians, we need to copy the right thing and discard the stupidity. Today, you went and take a foreign coach. How many countries in Europe have a foreign coach? That's a question I ask all of you to go and research. It's not about that. It's about, it's called representing your country. This is not football for fun, for money. It's the pride of the nation. We don't need no foreign coach. Let's get that one clear. Number two, look at the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. A wise government would have sorted this, not going on the street, going after a Ajaro who is trying to help you. Or not say you're going to crash the price of food item. Where are you coming from? I believe only enough supply can crash prices of goods. The government know what to do. You know what to do. Bring in more goods into the market, the price will fall. It's automatic. There's no two ways about it. And we're like Mary said, let's be positive. Let's not abandon the great nation. Because we have two things that work for us. God has made us great by depositing the Lord in our soil and gave us a lot of intelligent young people who can make us succeed. And I do know that in the midst of all this, God will always raise somebody to come. That's what God did. When the whole of Israel thought they were gone, he raised Moses. So it's going to be so in our time. There will be a Moses of our time who will come in the form of leadership to wipe off all this. We don't know where it's coming from, but I know God said it to me. May I be the person that announced it? I've been announcing it directly or indirectly. That is where I end the show today. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is beautiful Mary. Mary, thank you so much for being on the show. God bless you, young woman. And like I said, please talk to those your friends who want to cut their bum for another. I don't understand where that one is coming from. They will cut their yarns, come put another thing. Sickness, they fall out.
Surgery is actually out.
It's a big campaign we need to do. And for those men who are patronizing them, you that is sending your wife or nobody, ideally no wife, and no husband will say, my wife, she must go and do this. Well, we don't do that. When you have a wife, it's different. It's not the body alone. It's the person. The beauty of your wife is different. If you want to make your wife beautiful, give her good food. Let her eat better fruit. Skin goes succulent for you. They touch her. Anyway, that's why I end the show today. My name is Daddy Chris. Mary, I'll see you tomorrow, right? God bless you. And God bless Nigeria. Good night.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience.
Srtv.